delight users across the broad experience. And I don't have time to show you all of these, but I'm going to give you a quick sampling of features we put in just to make you smile. And I'm going to start with one that we think will make all of you smile, which is enhancements we've made to the store experience in Windows Phone 8.1. We want end users to be happier finding apps, and we want all of you to be way happier downloading more and more apps and getting more app engagement. So the first thing you see when I open the store, it's all about apps. And in fact, it lands on a new page that's about featured apps, which we can program its visual appearance from the service. We can change these groups. We can change the size of the tiles. So if there's a big launch, boom, an app gets a huge tile, and the user will be massively invited to engage with it. When I pan left, we've learned in our telemetry that promoting personalized suggestions works great for getting users to download apps. So we put the For You area just off to the left of the featured area. And of course, we have our categories, which are now the same as on Windows 8. And then a number of quick links, because we found these are the sorts of things, the lists, that users like to go down and load up their phones with. Things like new and rising apps when they're looking for something fun to get, top paid apps, top paid games, and so on. So we're excited that this store experience will get more engagement for you and get more users running apps. Now, the next new delighter I want to talk about is, again, an app that has great benefit for end users, but is relevant to all of you as an audience, and that is our new calendar. So I'm going to open up the calendar here, and you'll see here's the calendar view. It looks a lot like what you're used to in Windows Phone 8. You might notice up at the upper right there, I've now got the weather. But one thing that we changed in response to user feedback was enabling people to just swipe to the right to get to the next day. So I can go from today to tomorrow and so on. Very simple and straightforward. Another thing that users asked for was some other views. And in fact, people with fewer appointments on their calendar than I have really tend to like a week view, because it gives you an at-a-glance way to see any particular day and how busy it is. So if I touch on a particular day, then I have a way to jump in here and do that. You get the idea. Now, the feature for you developers is that this new version of Calendar we have re-implemented using the public third-party developer API only. And that means that we've been testing out the new platform, improving performance and list scrolling, making it really smooth. And so this nicely tuned experience that you see is one that's helped us get the platform ready, so when you update your apps, they have amazing performance as well. So that's the calendar. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is a few places that we've done a lot of work to improve the basic performance of Windows Phone. And you're familiar, right here on my start screen, I pinned 3 of these, with Storage Sense, Data Sense, and Battery Saver. And all of these have been enhanced. But what I want to show you is a new Sense application that we've added to the phone called Wi-Fi Sense. So to do that, I'm going to go into System, the settings here, and choose Wi-Fi. And you'll see there's a huge, massive number of Wi-Fi networks that are set up here for the Build conference. I'll scroll past all of those. And I'm going to open Wi-Fi Sense. What Wi-Fi Sense is about is helping users take great advantage of Wi-Fi networks. So there's a service that we run that learns about the good Wi-Fi networks, and it will suggest great ones in your area. And up here at the top, you'll see it's got this Connect to Wi-Fi hotspots area that I've enabled. And what that does is asks Wi-Fi Sense to automatically connect me to free Wi-Fi hotspots when I'm in range. And you can see here, Wi-Fi Sense, if I give it permission, will automatically accept the terms of use on these websites in a portal page that you get. And I can even provide a name, email, address, and so on. So portals that require me to put in information get the information I provide and automatically sign me into Wi-Fi without me needing to do anything. Now, with Wi-Fi Sense, we didn't stop at free public networks. There's a whole nother scenario where getting people connected to Wi-Fi can be improved. Think about this. You have your own home Wi-Fi network. You have prudently protected it with a password. But whenever your friends come over, they want to get on your Wi-Fi network and they say, "What's your Wi-Fi password?" And then you tell them the password, and then they know your password, and then they sign in, and then they could get to anything on your network, actually. Well, we made Wi-Fi Sense take advantage of Windows Phone's personal nature, the fact that we understand your Facebook friends, your Outlook contacts, and so on, to give you a way at your choice to securely share your own Wi-Fi passwords with your friends in a way that's automatic. So if I turn this on, when my friends come over to my house, the Wi-Fi Sense service gives them a secure way to sign into my Wi-Fi hotspot without giving access to all the resources on my network, only to the internet connection, and now I don't have to verbally tell them the password. This helps everyone take advantage of Wi-Fi networks wherever they are and makes Wi-Fi way more automatic. So that's Wi-Fi Sense. Thank you. Each of these other experiences, Storage Sense, Battery Saver, Data Sense, they've all improved in a bunch of ways, which we'll explain in the blog. Okay, so let's see here. My sister is calling. Let me just take this. The timing's not great, but not terrible. Okay. Hang on, I'm in front of a bunch of people, just bear with me. You see here, the first thing that you notice when my sister calls is, there's Cortana reminding me to ask her about her new puppy. Great, so I'm not gonna get in trouble. And thank you. And there's a second thing that I wanna point out here that's new in Windows Phone 8.1. We wanted to make it really easy and natural for people to take one form of communication, like a phone call, and go to a different form of communication, like, let's say, a video call. So you notice right there in the middle of the screen is a Skype button. The new version of Skype is not only enhanced to work with Cortana, but also gives me a way to elevate from an ordinary phone call to a video phone call just by pushing that button. And we do this in a smart way, keeping the phone call connected as long as possible while getting Skype up and running to get you to your video call. And that mechanism works not just for Skype, but also for the RCS apps that mobile operators are writing and deploying around the world. So there's an easy and natural way to take a phone call and go to a video call. Your new puppy is beautiful. I gotta go. Okay, so that gives you a quick look at Skype and phone calling and how we've enhanced that. And I have one last delighter feature that I want to take you through. And trust me, go read the blog. There's a bunch more of these things. Play with the build. You'll find more. And this is actually probably, and I hate to choose favorites, but this is really my other favorite feature in Windows Phone 8.1. And once you get used to it and you go back to an older version, you just can't believe that you lived without this. And that is the enhancements that we've made to the WordFlow keyboard. The WordFlow keyboard is already a terrific keyboard on Windows Phone 8. It learns the things that you type, and it knows about the people you care about. And in Windows Phone 8.1, it's way better. In fact, the thing that really has made it magical is our addition of shape writing, which is now built in for free. And now I'm going to do the riskiest part of my demo. You thought talking to Cortana was risky. This is terrible. I have sweaty hands, and now I'm going to type as fast as I can. You ready? Being on stage at Build is simultaneously... Actually, let's fix this. It's not IV. Not IV, but... Oh, come on. On. Being on stage at Build is simultaneously... Okay, that worked. Delightful and horrifying. Of course, and I need all caps for this, I love, with a heart, developers. But hordes of occasionally cynical techies can be intimidating. Whew. There's the WordFlow keyboard in action. And now I can wipe off my sweaty hands because that part of the demo is over. Now, so you saw me do this here, and trust me, actually, when I'm feeling natural about it, I can do it even faster. My thumb's like pressing into the glass here. And so I don't want you to just take my word for it. In fact, as a proof point, I have a video I want to run because we thought our keyboard was so good that we should go for the Guinness Book of World Records. So let's run the video and see Windows Phone 8.1 trying to beat out the Samsung Galaxy S4 previous record holder, going for the world's fastest typing on a smartphone.
3.
Now, that guy is not nervous on stage. There is an official sentence that you have to type. The Guinness Book of World Records People has an official one, so we had to type that one. You can see this. This was actually with a beta, not final version here. And there, that complex sentence was typed in 17 seconds. And you'll see in a second, they're going to zoom in here. And yeah, come on, let us see. Oh, I think first they zoom out. Trust me, Windows Phone WordFlow keyboard is now the world record holder for fastest typing on a smartphone. And this is something you all should try yourself. All right. So the last thing I want to cover on Windows Phone 8.1 is how Windows Phone 8.1 works with Windows in a lot of amazing ways. And of course, you know that we've been doing that for a while. Today on Windows Phone, if you take a picture with your camera, we auto-upload the photo to OneDrive. And then if you switch to your PC or tablet, it's instantly available for you to browse. On your PC or tablet, if you create a presentation in PowerPoint and save to OneDrive, it'll immediately be available on your phone where you can view and edit it. So we already do lots of these things, but in Windows Phone 8.1, we did a bunch more. And in particular, we focused on settings. So, for example, if you've connected to a Wi-Fi hotspot on your PC and typed in a Wi-Fi password, well, now with Wi-Fi Sense, that password is immediately and automatically shared to your phone. You don't need to type it in again. And there are a whole lot of these kinds of settings, like your theme color and so on. And one of the experiences that's benefited from that, that's also connected between Windows and Windows Phone, is IE11, which is now part of Windows Phone 8.1. And that also adds a bunch of great new features, like in-private browsing now on the phone. And there's a terrific new reading mode that you need to try out that makes it super easy to read sites when they're complex or have small fonts. It's a terrific new browsing experience as well. So that's Windows Phone 8.1. And from our